Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Jack Fada here, as always, by my side, my main man, Mando.
Hey, everybody.
So, how's everything, brother?
Good.
All right, and we've been doing a lot of lightsaber videos lately, right?
Yes, we have.
So we're going to switch gears tonight. Okay, so tonight we're going to review something that we've had in our collection for quite some time. Haven't had a chance to get around it, so there was always a saber in the way. So tell us what it is.
Today we got the Vintage Collection AT-ATs.
The Vintage Collection All-Terrain Armored Transport. Okay, so there was two versions of this made for the Vintage Collection, and it was from a reissue made from the previous incarnation, which I believe was the Legacy or whatever it was. So these are the two molds that come out in the Vintage Collection. So we're kind of getting a 2-for-1. We're going to review one, but then we're going to do a comparison. Yeah. All right. So lucky for us that I got both in my collection because I love these so much. So starting with the packaging, guys. Oh man, there's nothing I can say that is not perfect about these things. This here, it just strikes a chord. If you grew up in this era, and this would have put me probably the kindergarten, first grade era range when this first came out. Man, when you see this stuff, it really tugs at your heartstrings because the packaging looks just like it did on that shelf, man, with the artwork and the way they set up everything, all the figures. But then when you look at it, what you see is it's the modern version of it with the old faded background. So this is how it would have looked back in the day on the shelf. Same thing with the top. This would have been it wouldn't have been like nice ink like this. It would have been on corrugated cardboard, and same thing for the back there. That would have been on corrugated cardboard, but that's how it looks like. So this is very collectible for me. I have these always on display, and got both of them here. Okay, so that's the Hoth version. Then moving on to the Return of the Jedi version, and same thing as before. You got the picture, the diorama in the front. You got the instructions on top, and in the back you have the black and white version. Okay. Now, on to the figure. Look at this thing. Okay, so this is one of my all-time favorite vehicles in Star Wars lore. Man, just seeing those things coming across the ice on Hoth, it really just strikes a chord for me because that was probably the first movie I remember seeing. So looking at all the details on this thing, man, this thing is riddled with details. Okay, as far as paint goes, guys, this is not painted, but it does have paint apps, okay? Check it out over here. So you got snow and ice buildup, residue, and all kind of stuff all over it. Okay, so and it's also cast in a lighter plastic, kind of give it that snowy effect. All right, now let's head on to the cockpit. Mando, open up the cockpit. Okay, get a good detailed look on the inside. Okay, you got all kind of stuff going on. You got the let me try to get this going. Wait.
This is the power generators. Range to target 17.28.
Okay, so you hit this bad boy a few times. Lights up. Does.
That's it. The rebels are there, and Skywalker is there with them.
General Veers, prepare your men. That's what he says in the movie. So you press this a few times, and it does all kind of little phrases from the movie. Then it lights up the board, and it looks really cool. So really cool play feature. Mando, go ahead and close that down. Okay, I want you to pay attention now to the side ear cannons. Okay, so these things actually have a missile. Mando, go ahead and fire the one on your side. I'm gonna go ahead and fire the one on this side. And do is press that, and those things go pretty good. So that is really cool. Okay, slide on to the front. I want you to see the front visor area. Mando, go ahead and hit those chin cannons. Okay, so there's a little trigger underneath the chin. What you do is you hit that bad boy, and it hits the automatic chin cannons, and they fire. It makes all kind of realistic sounds, and this thing is really cool for that. Okay, moving on to the neck and head area. I want you to check this part out. This is really cool. So what you want to do here is you want to unlock this. Okay, open this up. Okay, this is how you would display it with the guns, and what this is like a remote control. So check this out.
It's kind of like a giant puppet.
Just like a giant puppet, man. Mando, you nailed it. Okay, so you can pull that back and go up and down and get a good look at your target or whatever. Okay, you can move it left and right. Okay, but simply by maneuvering it. And this thing here is awesome. This is one of those rare times where you have a vehicle that's also a playset all at the same time, you know, and it moves up and down even when it's moved around. Okay, and when you're done with that, you just want to do flip those guns back around, bring that down, lock that into place, and it's going to lock the whole headset into place. Okay, Mando, if you please, open up the other side. Okay, now I want you to pay attention to the torso here. Okay, the torso is multi-level. Okay, and it's got more play features inside. Okay, so right off the bat, I want to show you both sides are going to be the same. Okay, so when you open it up, you can see a clear shot through. You're going to see Mando on the other side. Okay, first deck, you got some control panels here to the right. Okay, you have some handles here to the left. So you can put your Imperial troops, commanders, all kind of stuff in there, set them up. You got the foot pegs as well. Okay, over here you have a ladder. Ladder comes down to the second deck. Second deck, you have more foot pegs, more play features as well. And then you have more foot pegs. And then you got this this hook here, this grappling hook. Mando, reach up to the bottom. Up underneath, I want you to get a good view of this. Okay, you have this crane here, all right? Now you have this button you press on top. Go ahead, Mando. And it's got an automatic retraction there, so you can play out the scenes in the movie as well there. And you also have these grappling hooks, and then these are on both sides. Okay, so you can swing this bad boy out, and then to retract it, what you want to do is just roll this thing back in. Okay, so real cool play features as well as display as well. So you can do a lot of stuff with that. Go ahead and close that side up, Mando. I want you to move on to the side here, okay? You have these hatches on both sides here, okay? And what that's going to do is open up to the rear. The rear. This is like another cool feature, man. They just didn't have to do, but they did. Press a button here, and it's going to make the noise and everything. It's really cool. Pull the snow speeder out, and you have another vehicle. And this doesn't have too much articulation to it. You can move the handles up and down a little bit. And the rear jets move with the landing gear, okay? But they put that in there, and you know, and it's pretty cool. So with that,
cool that they always put it in there.
Yeah, and it's in both versions, you know. So if each version has a separate snow speeder inside. So when you get that done, you slide it back inside, close that bad boy up, and it looks awesome. Okay, close that up. Now I want you to get a good shot of the back there. Lots of detail there, guys. I mean, this thing looks really good, okay? And for those connoisseurs, man, that are good at weathering and paint, doing the stuff aftermarket, I'm sure you can make these things look really cool, man. I've seen multiple artists that do it to these things on YouTube. I just wish I could do it, but I don't know how to do it. So, all right, let's back it up now. Now, let's talk about the articulation of the legs, get a shot of the legs. This thing is very, very articulate, okay? So starting with this hip joint here, backwards and forward, multiple degrees. Same thing with the knee, multiple degrees, backwards and forwards, and with the ankle, backwards and forward, okay? And that goes all the way around, okay? So you can get this thing in multiple poses. All right, with that said, what I want to do is do a side-by-side. This is going to be with the Return of the Jedi. Go ahead. The Return of the Jedi version. Okay. So this is pretty much the exact same mold. This is clearly cast in a darker color, darker shade. And instead of the ice, what you're going to have a lot of grit, a lot of mud, a lot of slime, all the way down to the feet.
A lot of rust.
Okay. So other than that, get a good look at both of them in the same shot. That's the only difference, guys. It's the exact same deal. Okay. So that'll finish that up. If you guys got any questions on the AT-AT, please let us know, and we'll be glad to get them. So with that said, I want to welcome aboard all the new subscribers, man. A lot of guys coming on board, man. I really appreciate you. Been talking to a lot of you guys online all week. Same deal. So, man, big Jack Vader salute all you guys. Welcome aboard. We're going to continue doing some things. Going to do some vintage collection, and got some more sabers coming.
I'm excited.
You're excited? All right, I am too. All right, guys. With that said, Mando, why don't you take us out tonight?
Everybody, may the force be with you.